Hi and welcome to a new train with me. Today I thought we would do kind of a game while I train my horse Sweet Gold. And Sweet Gold is a horse I have in my realistic roleplay, and it's only level 2, so I thought that it's time to get some levels onto this horse. But the game we're going to play I have chosen to call Keep, Sell or Never Ride Again. And it's basically like the game Fuck, Marry, Kill, if you're familiar with that. But if you're not familiar, it's basically I will have 3 startable horse breeds, and every one will be in generation 3, because I don't think it's fair to compare the older generations to the new ones. And keep is I can keep the horse breed. Sell, I have to sell the horse breed and never get it back. And never ride again. I can keep the horse breed, but I cannot ride the horse. So those are the rules, and I asked my club members to do some of these combinations for me, but most of them I just did a randomizing wheel to figure out. So let's go, I guess. And I know some of these will be pretty hard, like the first one, because my lovely club member wanted me to decide if I want to keep, sell, never ride again, the Hanoverian, Dutch Warmblood, and the new Frisian. And when I say the new Frisian, I still mean the Generation 3 Frisian, but the updated Generation 3 Frisian. Same goes with Andalusian later on. This one is so hard. Because I want to keep all of these. I guess I would sell the Frisian. Like, these are probably like my top 3, at least like top 5, top 10 breeds definitely in the game. Okay, I think I would sell my Frisians, keep the Hanoverians, and never ride the Dutch Warmbloods. Yes, because the Hanoverians are more like show jumping, and that's mostly what I do. But this one's so hard. I'm so happy this isn't like a choice I really have to make. The next one from my club member, it's not my club, but the club I'm in, is hard the other way around, because it's the curly, Huckle Tech or American Saddlebred, and I am not really into any of these breeds. I have been more open to the American Saddlebred recently, and I am kind of wanting to buy another one, because I think I don't like the one I have because of the color mostly, and because of the main style I chose. And I know the curlies get a lot of hate, but I actually think they are quite cute. But I don't really like the animations. So I guess I would keep the American Saddlebred, sell my Huckle Techs, and never ride the curly, because as I said, I think they are so cute, but the animations aren't really my favorite. Next one from my club was Icelandic, Gotland Pony, and Dartmoor Pony. Ooh, okay. I think I would sell my Icelandics, because I rarely ride them, unfortunately. And I adore both the Gotland Pony and Dartmoor Pony. Dartmoor Ponies is one of the breeds that I didn't really like. Like, I didn't love it when it came out, but now I have started to really like it, and I have it in my realistic roleplay, so that should say a lot about it. But I do feel like our characters look pretty big on the Gotland ponies. Okay, I would sell the Icelandic, never ride the Gotland pony, and keep the Dartmoor pony. Oh, this is so much harder than I thought it would be. next one from my club was Andalusian, so the new updated Generation 3, not the old Generation 3. Norker or Mule. And I can say right off the bat that I would sell the mules. I don't really like it. And the sounds it makes, oh my god. It gets to me. And Norker is also a breed I recently have been like, oh, but wait, they're so cute. And the new Andalusians are beautiful. Okay, I would sell the mule, never ride the Norker, and keep the Andalusian. And the last one I got from my club members were the Ardennes, Fjord Horse, or Haflinger. Just because the Generation 3 Fjord Horse is getting a little bit older and it can't really wear all the tack and stuff like that. But at the same time, I'm not really an Ardennes fan. I know that they are supposed to be very big and chunky, but I almost feel like they look a little bit fat almost. Like it's too chunky. But that's just my opinion, and as I said, they are supposed to be a very heavy breed, so you know. I think I would keep the Haflingers, sell my Fjord Horse, and keep my Ardennes, because the Ardennes are so cute though. Okay, now we're going to the ones I took from like a spinning wheel, so these could be harder, but they could be easier, I think, because no one has like chosen for me to set these breeds together and figure out which one I like more or less. Okay, so the first one is Gotland Pony, Shinkontek Pony, and Trackener. And I feel like this one is quite easy. I would definitely keep the Gotland Ponies. I think I would sell the Trackeners, just because I feel like this horse breed is like the updated Trackener. So I wouldn't really need it. I rarely use them anyway. Well, I don't really use my Shinkontek Pony, but I think they are like so cute and they look so angry for some reason. So I would like to keep it and look at it in my stable. Next is Icelandic, Akaltek, and Mustang. Okay, this one was pretty easy actually. I would keep the Mustang, sell the Akaltek, and never ride my Icelandics. Next one is Finn horses, North Swedish horse, and Tennessee Walker. First of all, I am not like in love with any of this breed. But I would say I think I would sell the North Swedish horse. I don't really like it at all, unfortunately. I would love to love it because, you know, I'm Swedish and it's a Swedish breed. But they look a little bit outdated, even though they are Generation 3. And I'm not the biggest fan of the Tennessee Walker. I don't really know, but I think I would keep the Tennessee Walker anyway. Never ride a Finns horse and sell the North Swedish horse. Next one is the Norker, Hanoverian, and Jorvik Wild Horse. Okay. I know that the Jorvik Wild Horse is like the racing horse right now. So that makes me kind of wanna keep it. But I am more for like realistic role playing and such, you know. Oh, a game master. That's not every day you see a game master in this game. Oh well. Back to this game. I would definitely keep the Hanoverian. I think I would never ride a Yorick Wild Horse and sell the Noriker. No, I would sell the Yorick Wild Horses and keep, like, never ride a Noriker. And next up we have the Morgan, Mule and Lusitano. I actually like the Morgans quite a lot. I think they are very like... How do I say this? They are like flowy and soft and... I don't know. But I think I would keep the Morgans. Sell the Lusitano and never ride the mule again, because even though the mules make horrendous sounds all the time, they are quite cute. Next one we have is Terraconer, Pasofino and Appaloosa. Okay, once again, Terraconer, I feel like these are the updated Terraconers. So I would... Yes, I would sell the Terraconer. I would keep the Appaloosa and never ride the Pasofino again, because the Pasofinos are so beautiful, their coats are amazing, but I am not the biggest fan of the animations. Next we have is Quarter Horse, Curly and Welsh Pony. Right off the bat, I will keep the Welsh Pony. It's one of my like top 10 breeds again. They're so cute. And I would never ride a Curly, and I would sell my Quarter Horses. I am not really a fan of the Quarter Horses, and like Western in general is not really my vibe. So that was pretty easy for me to decide. And will Sweet Gold be level 5 now? No, of course not. We will ride to Steve's. Okay. On our way to Steve's, we will go on to the next one, which is Pintavian, Frisian Sport Horse, or Criollo. So the Arabian model is also one of my like favorites, and the Frisian Sport Horse is basically the Frisian, of course. They have the same bowl, just different name because of the different colors. But I think... Okay, I have only ever bought one Criollo. Because, and I know that they have like long backs IRL, but it looks a little bit off, especially in Star Stable, I think. So I will probably sell my Criollo, keep my Pintavian, and never ride my Frisian Sport Horse. Ooh, no wait. I would never ride a Pintavian and keep the Frisian Sport Horse, yeah. Because I just remember that the white Frisian is the Frisian Sport Horse, and I absolutely adore that one. And it's so beautiful. Okay, next one is New Frisian, Shire and Halflinger. Okay, here I would definitely keep the New Frisian, never ride the Halflinger, and sell the Shire. Even though I think their coats are so pretty. I really do. But of those breeds, I would have to say that actually. Okay, I will have to take a little drink, so if you hear something, it's just me drinking. I'm having an energy drink, as usual. Already level 5, yay! So I would really want to go to at least level 7, I think. Yeah. So we have the follow thingy. Okay, next one. Welsh Pony, Selle Francais, and Marwari. Ooh, okay. So 2 of my top breeds, Welsh Pony and Selle Francais, in the same one. The wheel did me dirtier. Okay, okay, first of all, I would definitely sell the Marwaris. I don't think there's like anything really wrong with them. But I rarely ride them. Like, I don't think if I ever had like taken them out after I maxed them, if it wasn't for like taking a picture to Instagram or something like that. Whilst I choose the Welsh Pony and Selle Francais for stuff all the time. But I love the flea bitten Selle Francais, which is called Stella in my realistic roleplay. And I also have Angel, or Angel Heart as he's called in Star Stable, which is also Selle Francais in my realistic roleplay, so I have to say, keep Selle Francais, never ride a Welsh Pony, and sell the Marwari. Okay. Next one I have is... Oh, of course, I chose the wrong side. Next one is Tennessee Walker, Yorick Wild Horse, and Chicken Teak Pony. Okay, so these are like midfield breeds for me, I would say. I think I would sell the Shinkontek pony, just because it's a bit older and I do not think it's retrofitted at this moment, which is quite sad. But it's an older generation 3 breed, so... I think I would choose to keep the Jorvik Wild Horse and never ride a Tennessee Walker. I mean, putting breeds together like this and deciding this is actually harder than I thought. Because there are so many like, yeah, but that breed is good because of this, but this breed is less good because of that, and you know. And tell me in the comments if you feel any other way, or like, oh, how could you sell this horse, is my favorite, or something like that. And everyone is of course able to have their own opinion, but these are my opinions on these breeds. But I don't hate any of the breeds. So yeah, it's totally valid. You could say that like the Welsh Pony or Selle Francais or Dutch Warmblood, that you don't like them, and I would be like, okay, cool. You know. So I'm just expressing my thoughts and feelings about the breeds compared to each other, and I thought it was a fun idea. Next up we have Jorvik Mountain Horse, Clydesdale, and Criollo. Okay, I don't really have anything against the Clydesdales either, but I rarely choose it for stuff, you know. And I actually quite like the Jorvik Mountain Horse. I only bought one, but I wouldn't really mind having another one, I think. I think I'm more likely to buy another Jorvik Mountain Horse than buying another Criollo. But at the same time, the Jorvik Mountain Horse doesn't really have a normal trot, and for my like gaming purposes and realistic roleplay purposes, I would love to have like a normal trot. But I would definitely sell the Clydesdale. Um, I would keep the Jorvik Mountain Horse, and I would never ride a Criollo again. Next one is... I don't really know how this is pronounced in English, but Knapstrupper. I think you understand. Nabstrupper, maybe? Finn Horse and Morgan. So I would keep the Morgan, never ride the Finn Horse, and sell the Nabstrupper or Knabstrupper. The Knabstruppers are probably one of my least favorite Generation 3 breeds. I mean, I don't think they are extremely ugly, but I don't like them. Sorry, if you have it like as your favorite breed or something, and it's totally fine. I don't want to like change anyone's opinion just because I say like I don't like the Knabstruppers, Knabstrupper, whatever you call them. So don't feel like you have to change your opinion. Next one is Clydesdale, Belgian, Warmblood, and Celefronce. Okay, this one is a bit harder. No, I guess I would. So this is a Belgian Warmblood, and I do like this breed. It's a little bit boxy, if you know what I mean. I can't really explain it, but it's a little boxy, but I do like the colors very much, and I love the mold. The mold? Yeah, but like the breed. But the Celefronces are like, I think, my favorite breed right now, so I have to keep the Celefronces, never ride a Belgian Warmblood, and sell the Clydesdale. Okay, next one is Old Andalusian, but still the Generation 3 Andalusian, but the old Generation 3 Andalusian. Quarter Horse, and the Dartmoor Pony. Okay, I think this one isn't really as hard, actually. I would definitely keep the Dartmoor Pony. I would never ride the Old Andalusian, and I would sell the Quarter Horse. I don't know, the Quarter Horses are also like one of my least favorite breeds, just because they are never raising their heads, and they look a little bit sad to me. I think it's like in real life with Western stuff, you want the horse to be like that. But to me, as an English rider, the horse looks a little bit sad, so I rarely used to ride it. Unfortunately, because I have quite a few, because I like a lot of the colors. But that's just my opinion. Next we have Jorvik Mountain Horse, Dutch Warmblood, and Belgian Warmblood. Oh, okay. So as much as I obviously like the Belgian Warmbloods, as I have this in my realistic roleplay, I will have to choose to keep the Dutch Warmblood, because I love them so much. I probably want to incorporate a Dutch Warmblood in my realistic roleplay in the future. Because they are very nice, in my opinion. Did I think okay, so I would keep the Dutch Warmblood. I would never ride the Belgian Warmblood, because I really like the colors on the Belgian Warmbloods. And I would sell my Jorvik Mountain Horse. Oh, I'm so sorry. Because I do like the breed, as I said, but you know, I have to choose. It's the name of the game. I think I will read the next one when I'm done with this. So, and I also have a moment. Let's see. Okay, where should we go? Riding arena? Yeah. Okay, next one is Pasofino, New Andalusian, or Irish Cob. Okay, I would definitely keep the New Andalusian. I would never ride a Pasofino, and I would sell the Irish Cob. I am not the biggest draft horse girly, and as I said, I don't really vibe with the Pasofino animations. But they have such pretty colors. Yeah, so that's my final answer for those breeds. Oh, okay. We have Arabian. Oh no. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be reading while I do these. Maybe I should have chosen like easier courses to do while reading. Okay. Arabian, Old Frisian, and Frisian Sport Horse. So to me, it's pretty easy to say that I would sell the Old Frisian. Because now that we have the new Frisian model, it's gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. So I would sell the Old Frisian. I would keep the Arabian because those are also like my top 10, probably top 5 breeds in the game. Like the Grey Arabian is the horse I called Star Watcher, so that should say quite a lot how I feel about the breed. And I would never ride a Frisian sport horse, even though I love the colors. Next one is Fjord Horse, Jorvik Starter Pony, and Connemara. So the Connemara is also a breed I have been thinking about lately and being like, they aren't that bad for being such an old Generation 3. I think they were like the first or at least very, very, very early Generation 3 horse. And I don't think they are that bad. Can I say that? Will you come after me for that statement? No, but I think the colors are very nice and like the middle gallop. Like, you know, this one. It's beautiful. Okay, I would keep the Connemara. I would sell the Fjord Horse, and I would never ride the Jorvik Starter Pony because they are so cute. So I could just have them in my stable, looking at them, which is mostly what I do with like all of the breeds, because you know you can only ride one at a time, and you have your favorites, and you know how it can be. Oh, okay. I feel like that was my warning sign to not look at my phone to read the next comparison. But please tell me in the comments if you like disagree or if you agree with what I think, because I guess it will differ wildly depending on which person you are asking. And what do you prefer to do in Star Stable, and what breeds you usually gravitate towards, of course. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to do those while reading. We will go to Golden Leaf Stables. They have quite a few races at the same place, which I like. Oh, now we get some breeds we haven't had in any comparison yet. That's interesting. So we have English Thoroughbred. Thoroughbred? I think Thoroughbred. Yorick Warmblood and Lippisaner. I think you guys understand what I mean, okay? So I really liked the English Thoroughbreds when they came out. Like, okay, I feel like it's like this. Trackner came out, then the English Thoroughbreds came and replaced Trackners, and then these guys came and replaced both of them. That's just my opinion. And when I say Yorick Warmblood, I do not mean the starter horse, because you cannot sell the starter horse. Well, actually, when I'm recording this, it's the day after the update where they announced that you won't be able to sell horses anymore, so I guess I really can't be selling any of these. Even though I would say I would be selling them, I would never sell a horse, and now we aren't even able to, so that's great, in my opinion. But I mean the other one's not the starter horse. But I think, okay, I would definitely keep the Lippisaner because it's more realistic and it would be great for like a dressage, realistic roleplay, or like a realistic competition held. They would be great. And I would never ride the English Thoroughbred, and I would sell the Yorick Warmblood. Because I feel like those are more outdated than the English Thoroughbreds. And in my opinion, the English Thoroughbreds has nicer colors. Next one is Percheron, North Swedish horse, and Lusitano. Right off the bat, I would keep the Percheron. Never ride the Lusitanos and sell the North Swedish horses. Easy peasy. To the next. That was fast. Okay, so Old Frisian, aka the old Generation 3 Frisian. Irish Cub Marwari. Oh, okay, this one is quite interesting because I feel it's like hard because those breeds aren't really my favorites. Okay, I will have to think about... Well, I guess I would sell the old Frisian because then I would have the new Frisians, which I enjoy quite a bit more. Okay, I would sell the old Frisian, never ride the Irish Cob, and keep the Marwaris. Next one is the Shire again, the Knabstrupper or Nabstrupper, and the Ardennes. Okay, very interesting too. But I think it's quite easy for me. I would keep the Shires, sell the Nabstruppers, and never ride the Ardennes. Because the Ardennes are really cute to look at, I must say. But I rarely take out my Ardennes to like ride or go to events with my club or, you know, stuff like that. Then we have the Mustang, Appaloosa, or Connemara. Okay, so I said that I really like the Connemaras, but compared to these two breeds, I think I would have to sell the Connemara. Or would I sell the Mustang? I will keep the Appaloosa, definitely. No, you know what? Okay, I will keep the Appaloosa, never ride the Connemaras, and sell the Mustangs. Even though I quite like them. But I have to choose. It's the name of the game. Okay, so I actually only have one more, so it fits perfectly. So the last one is Pintabian, Lipizzerner, or Old Andalusian. Here I will definitely sell the Old Andalusian because the new ones are so much better in my opinion. And I think I would keep the Lipizzerner and never ride a Pintabian again because I have the normal Arabians to ride, you know. And yeah, that was all of the 30 keep, sell, or never ride against Star Stable Horse Breed Edition I had for today. I thought it was really fun and it was much harder than I thought because when I came up with this I thought that this won't be so hard because you know you have your favorite breeds, but then you have to compare them, and especially breeds that you don't really feel like are bad or very good, like the midfielders are like harder. Um, but it was really fun, so if you want me to keep doing this, let me know in the comments, or if you want to share what you thought about the different breeds, let me know that too. And Sweet Gold came to level 7.5, which is really great because we started at level 2, so I'm happy with today's progress. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. And remember that I am active on my Instagram, Star Wars Disables 2, so if you're interested to follow me over there, please do. But until my next video, bye!